One of the earliest and favorite memories of my childhood was rushing home to watch television. Now, it wasn't just any television, it was channel 175, the Food Channel on DSTV. Now, I would rush home from school ready to watch Ina Garting. Her show was titled Barefoot Contessa. I would happily watch her in her very calm demeanor, cooking up something, while her husband Jeffrey, was smiling in the background, knowing, and I also knew, that she would whip up a bowl of goodness. Oh, I loved Ina Garten. 30 minutes after, I will be drawn into the world of diners, drive-ins, and dives, with Guy Fieri's hoarse voice convincing me and everyone watching that a certain diner in a lesser-known state in the US had the best burgers, the best ravioli, or the best something I had really never tasted. Right after that, I would be thrown into a 60-minute thrill of Chopped. A competition, and by the gas, I'm here, you guys know Chopped. A 60-minute competition where 4 contestants have to make amazing dishes from very specific ingredients. Oh, I would judge them. How dare they make that very sloppy presentation in the heat of time? How dare they bump into one another when 4 people are running through a kitchen? I judged them because I assumed I would do better. Oh, I love Channel 175. It therefore came as no surprise when I decided that I wanted to be a chef for the rest of my life. In fact, I told my parents that as I'm about to enroll in senior high school, I would choose home economics and pursue it so that I would one day become a chef. Typical African parents as they are, they weren't pleased with my decision. They believed that I should pick something that shows that I'm more serious about my life, like general science, or general arts, to show that I'm really going to be serious in life and I'm going to make it. So I struck a deal with my mother, and she said that I'm going to pursue general arts in SHS, but during vacation, she would enroll me in culinary school. Now, I happily went along with that agreement, and I went and I studied general arts in SHS. But during vacation, I rushed home. I think I'm always rushing home. I rushed home, and by the time I got home, my chef uniform was already tailored to perfection. I saw my chef's hat, and I was very happy about it. I don't know if you guys have seen the meme where someone, like a schoolboy, is happily laying on the bed, and his school uniform is by him because he's excited for the next day. Yes, that was me before culinary school began. So, long story short, I get up and I go, it's culinary school day, first day, and it's a hell. Oh yes, it's a reality gone wrong. It's a nightmare that I'm living. Why? Being a chef isn't the glamorous 30 minutes that I saw on the Food Channel. It isn't whipping up something in 15 minutes and letting it look gorgeous. Being a chef meant standing on your feet for hours, 10 to 12 hours a day, picking produce, washing it, peeling it, slicing it, cutting it up. Oh, I was not cut out to be a chef. I just could not imagine living or spending the rest of my life being on my feet for that long and picking stuff and chopping them up, and I didn't have patience. I couldn't bear onions making me cry half of the time, and I just hated everything about it. Of course, my mother was happy to hear this news, that I no longer wanted to be a chef. And so I found a new passion in life, to be a lawyer. I enjoyed arguing. I enjoyed talking, like I'm doing now. And I basically enjoyed standing up for people. And those were the 3 things I thought at the time would make a great lawyer. Now, fast forward, I went to law school and I did become a lawyer, but here's the little plot twist. I did not become a litigation lawyer. The very thing that gave me purpose to go to law school. Oh, I hated litigation. I'm sure you are thinking I'm hating everything I pick up, right? I hated litigation because it was quite slow and it wasn't as quick as I saw, in the movies. And I would advocate for someone quickly and they'll say, yes, I side with Maureen, client acquitted. And so I pivoted into corporate law because I really enjoy the steady progress that we make every day in corporate law. I enjoy structuring transactions, helping companies thrive, and just making that little steady progress every day. What am I saying? I want us to normalize pivoting because pivoting comes with so much power. Unfortunately, in our society today, there's a lot of shame that comes when you don't see something through, when you quit halfway. There's a lot of unspoken shame. Oh, I thought you wanted to be this. What happened? Why did you give up? And don't get me wrong, endurance and perseverance are admirable traits and qualities, but only if it's geared towards something purposeful, something that feels valuable to you still. I want us to normalize changing our path when we hear that silent whisper in our souls that it's time to let this journey go. That it's time to let a certain pathway that we thought we would stick to it for the rest of our lives go. Pivoting doesn't mean that we've made a waste of every experience that we have picked up along the ways. It rather means that we get to pick up the lessons, the failures, the skills, the knowledge, the wisdom that we have acquired over this period, and then we get to plant it into new soil, giving it a chance to thrive. Pivoting means that we've found a new path that gives our soul meaning. I want us to talk today about Vera Wang, a very popular fashion designer. What most people don't know is that Vera Wang started out as a figure skater. Yes, she started training as a figure skater from the age of 8, dedicatedly. And she wanted to be a figure skater so bad. She was training during school, after school, vacations, and she wanted to go to the Olympics. But somewhere along in her 20s, Vera Wang pivoted into fashion. And we all know her now. She's a household name in fashion. I'm sure at a point, some people would have wanted her to design their wedding dress. That's how impactful her pivot became. Let's also talk about Dwayne Rock Johnson. He started out as a wrestler. He got to build his body throughout the process, but he now pivoted into acting. And I've enjoyed many, if not all of his movies, and they've impacted and inspired so many people. The list goes on and on as to how so many people were on one path and they decided to make that jump and pivot. What we don't see is that pivoting is wisdom. Pivoting is actually very important in this thing we call life. Life isn't this one linear path where we are supposed to follow till the end. It's like a little mountain range where we get to conquer so many different valleys and so many different highs. We don't have to restrict ourselves on the kind of journey that we start out with. What makes all of these people successful and have great stories is that they dare to jump. They dare to pivot. They dare to listen to themselves when they heard from their soul that this journey is no longer serving me. And this journey is no longer for me. And so today I want us to normalize pivoting. Pivoting into something that feels purposeful. Pivoting into something that aligns with your soul. Something that sets your soul on fire. And to let you know that it's okay to switch paths. It's okay to find success in a new area. Pivoting is wisdom. Pivoting is not abandoning who you once were, but it's simply placing all that value you've achieved, you've accumulated, into a new soil and giving it that chance to thrive. So my question for you today is, are you ready to pivot? Thank you.